Okay, guys, let's get started with the activity. First thing we need to do is create a type for an array. Gents, are you all creating your array like this? Okay, so we declare type. This is so we can pass it as parameters between methods. Then under private, we can create a global variable, array nums. That's the top tier array. And we know the size of our array is 10. And we can start by reading 10 numbers. We can have 10 random numbers, so let's do that. So we need a loop counter. And when we're using random numbers, we first randomize to give us a new random table. So for x is assigned to 1 to 10, do. And then we can say array nums x. So for each element of the array, from 1 to 10, we must get a random number. We must say random 100. And if I say plus 1, remember random 100 is going to give us from 0 to 99. Do you know that? So plus 1 just means the low end. The lowest that can be is 0 plus 1, which is 1. The highest that can be is 99 plus 1, which is 100. So in other words, instead of 0 to 99, it's now 1 to 100. Happy? Okay. This question, one of the instructions in our question was make use of an appropriate output component, write a procedure to display the numbers. So I'm going to write a procedure to display this. I can call it, let's say, my display. And what would I want to send the procedure my display? What do I want to display? This array. So I'd want to send it an array, so it can take this array and display it. So now I must create that procedure. So let's go here, procedure, I called it my display. And what did I want it to receive? An array. So I can say an array. What type is that? That's why we created the type. If you didn't create a type, you can't pass it as a parameter. Okay, Control-Shift-C, and we can write the code for that. So what's this one going to do? Var x loop counter. The first step will be to clear the memo or whatever we're using. Mem_out.clear. Then we can say for x assigned to 1 to 10. We know it's 10. Do. Then mem_out.lines.add. What we're going to display. Now let's start just with the into string x and let's do that. Plus into string and array. Okay, so this is the array that we're receiving. Do you know why it doesn't show the array here? The x isn't there yet. At the moment, it's a t array. It's not an integer, so it can't convert it. That's why you can't see the code. Or once the x is in there, now all of that is actually an integer. So now I'm happy. Alright, so into string and array x. That should display it for us. So let's see if that works. Save all and run. Okay, so that's the easy part. Creating an array of 10 random numbers so we have something to work with and outputting that information. 10 numbers. There we go. So there's your 10 numbers. Not sorted. Okay, let's add hash 9 to make it look a little bit neater. Right, so there are 10 numbers. All good and well. Everyone happy with that basic part? Yes? All good. That was easy enough. Right, so now we've got a display procedure and we just send it whatever array we want to, whenever we want to. Question says, we've got 2 buttons on the form. We've got ascending and descending. After I've read the numbers in, I can say btn sort ascending, but enable assigned to true. Okay, so what happens when we click this button? We need to sort ascending, and it says we need to use a procedure to do that. Okay, procedure, add a parameter to sort the procedure to indicate ascending, descending. Right, so this is entirely up to you, the programmer, how you want to do this. So, procedure, call it my sort. Okay, it needs to receive what? It needs to receive an array which won't be sorted, okay? So that's going to be an unsorted array. And then we need something that's going to tell us how to sort it. Ascending or descending. This can be a simple character, this can be a boolean, it can be an integer, 0 or 1, 0 being ascending, 1 being descending. Okay, so let's say we're going to use a 0 or 1. Okay, then we'll just have x, or you could make it more hard order. You could do something like that to make it more meaningful integer. Okay. So this will receive an array and the order we want to sort it. We'll use this in the if statement to determine how we're going to sort it. Okay, so let's run our sort. There, what do we need? An x, a y, we need a swap variable. Those are all integers. And normally you would sort like this, but let's just do it basically. For x is assigned to 1 to 10 minus 1. You agree? Size minus 1, which is 9. 4, y is assigned to, and you must just know this, x plus 1. Because we always want to compare 1 to the right of this. So if we're starting at 1, y must start at 2. Because we must start 1 to the right. Y is assigned to x plus 1 to 10. Remember, this one's 1 less. Because when x is 9 eventually, y is going to be 9 plus 1, 10. We don't want this to be 10, because then y is going to become 10 plus 1, which is 11, which is out of range. Okay. Now we've got, ordinarily, if an array x is greater than an array y, then we do our whole swap. To swap, remember we need to first load the swap variable with what's an x. So an array x. Now that we've got a copy of this, we agree. X, the value in x is now here. Now we can say an array x is assigned to an array y. So now what was in y has gone into x. So now we've got in position y and position x what's in position y. But that's not a problem because we've still got a copy. So an array y is assigned to our swap. So it takes the copy. So if this was a 5 in here, so if this was 5 and that's 1, they must swap, you agree. So we put the 5 in here. Then we say the 1 gets placed in position 1. Then we can copy the 5 to where the 1 was. So they basically swap position. So that would work for a normal sort, ascending. Okay, so in this case, we're going to use our order. So what we can do here is we can say, again, well, let's make it more simple. You could just say, if my order equals 0, so we're going to use 0, then we'll do all of that. To be sure, begin, end, else, begin, end. It's going to repeat this. But how do we sort it descending? Just change that to the other way around. Okay, so if they send a 0, we'll sort it ascending. If they send nothing, or if they send anything other than a 0, to do it other way. So sort ascending, let's just say my sort, what are we sending it? We're sending it at this global array we've already got. So we're sending it array nums, and we want to sort it ascending. Okay. And once we've done that, remember it's coming here. We can't display it here. Why can't we display it here? We don't know. Let's look. Array nums, because this is the global array. Guys, pay attention. This global array has got the 10 numbers randomly assigned. Here we're sending array nums to be sorted. Comes here, it's a value parameter, it sorts it. But it's sorting an array, which has got nothing to do with array nums. So let's run this and see if I'm lying or not. Okay, so nothing changed. If we put our my display, okay, that shouldn't be there. We just put it here at the end of the sort. So when it's finished sorting, I want it to display what? An array, the one we've just sorted. Okay. Then we won't have a problem. Right. So here we can say button descending, it's enabled, assigned to true. And then on button descending, we're going to do exactly that. We're going to say my sort. We're going to send it the global array, which is the array nums. It's the unchanged array, the original array, comma, and what do I put here? Anything. Just put a 1. Now it will display that in descending. Okay. And the original button will just display the original array. So now you could say button original enable set to true, and all it has to do is my display array nums. All right, you get that? Yes? The only thing that changed is this. So you could drill it down even further about a procedure to do this, because you have to repeat it. But we'll leave that for now. Right. So get that finished on your own. Make sure yours works. It's on YouTube already. I've been recording it. I'll upload the code too.